Hello everyone, I am Divya Hutke, studying in Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering Solapur in Department CSE AIDS. Today I am going to explain the concept of measure of spread in a data analysis. Let's start. What is measure of spread? Measure of spread is also called as a measure of dispersion. Tell you something about how wide the data uh, how how wide the set of data. A measure of spread describe how much data, how much value in a data set difference from each other or from the center like mean or median. It shows how the spread out and clustered the data is. Let's move to the next. The several basic measure of spread used in a statistic. First one is range, second one is standard deviation, third one is variance, fourth one is quartiles. First one is the range. Range definition, difference between the highest and the lowest. So formula range equals to maximum value in a dataset minus minimum value in a dataset. For example, in a dataset value is 2, 5, 7, 10. The range value is 10 minus 2 equal to 8. The range is the distance between lowest and highest value in a dataset. For example, if the smallest value is 10 and the largest value is 100, then the range is 90. 100 minus 10, then the range is a simple measure of spread, but it can be misleading if the outlier in a dataset. For example, if you have a single point at x is a 1000, but most of your data is between 0 and 100. The range is 1100 minus 0, which is called a misleading. Second, and purpose is a simple to calculate. Second one is a standard deviation. Standard deviation is the square root of a variance. For example, if you can calculate the variance, then the standard deviation will be square root of a variance. And the standard deviation represented by the Greek letter sigma. How data is spread about the center of a distribution, example mean or median. It can give an understanding of where certain value falls in a percentage wise. For example, if an example follow the normal distribution and test taker a score one standard deviation above the mean shows as a 1 sigma in above image. The score falls in the top 84 percentage like altitude. You would to add up the percentage leading up to the line 1 sigma 1.0 percentage to 2.1 percentage. Formula is sigma equals to under root summation of n to n xi minus x by square upon divided by n. Third one is variance. Variance is the average of the squared difference from the mean. The variance gives you a very general idea of a how speed out of the data is built. A measure of spread is a somewhat limited. For example, a large variance of 22,000 doesn't give much insight into spread of data other than indicate the large. However, variance can be used to calculate the standard deviation. Define the square root of variance. You can think of a standard deviation as a standardized or a more useful type of variance. The variance formula is a summation of 0 to n in bracket xi minus x bar in bracket square upon n. Fourth one is the quartiles. Quartiles are the value that divide a data set into four equal parts. Each contain a 25% of a data when it is ordered from a smallest to target. Quartiles split your data in a set into quartiles based on where data points fall on the number of lines. It is similar to variance. In the quartiles aren't very useful by themselves. Instead, they can be used to calculate more helpful of which such as in quartiles range. In quartiles, even number are divided into equal parts and odd number are divided into not equal parts. Thank you.